It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. Yes, that's right. It's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people. Featuring, as always, the Gentleman Society of Podcasting, myself, Harvey.
Don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you put it in your mouth.
Chris.
Just do it.
I mean, it's my mouth. I can do whatever I want, right?
I mean,
That's true,
yeah,
right?
that's
Well,
true.
Almost.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
put it in, no biting.
That's fair.
Yeah, no teeth.
Yeah.
Well, unless they give me consent.
Oh, and that's their kink.
I could never imagine that being a kink.
Speaking of not unimaginable thing, my heterosexual life mate, Dave.
Yellow.
Don't you stuff it in your face. Don't stuff it in your face.
Dave. I mean,
If I wanted it in my face, that one is totally
But
my
don't
control.
I think that's
stuff
fair.
it. Just be polite about it.
But what if he
be
wants-
demure.
but what if he likes
classy.
Now, see, that is something where every so often they don't want you to be demure and soft. No, they
Oh,
want you to
okay.
grab and
Well, then I
stuff it in your
I
face.
guess it's situational.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Very true.
Situational.
True.
Yeah, yeah. That one I'll go for.
And the ever-loving, ever-dunking AJ.
Hey, what am I doing? I don't even like beets. Then don't put it in your mouth.
I never put the beets in my mouth, only the carrot.
Ah,
I will actually
Okay.
agree on this one. Beets, a fresh beet, unless you've like grown it in your own garden, maybe then you can do it because you can let it overgrow a touch to get it slightly sweeter. You
Sure.
kind of have to cook them. Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was like, I don't think I've ever had like a fresh beet.
Yeah.
It's always been a pickled beet.
Yeah, I again, and I'm talking, of course, because it's it's August, so the seasons are coming. I'm in harvest mode.
yeah, that all matters. Go
Yeah,
on.
it does matter, of course, yes. But yeah, no beets, they're coming up.
Yeah.
I got another week or two.
Do you have beets?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I plant them.
so like, okay, you gotta give me a rundown then, because I don't know if we went through this the last time. I think we just focused on your pee tomatoes.
Which are
Well,
amazing.
before we get into that, if you out there want to keep gardening alive, please like and subscribe for Sarcastic Distractions. And we're going to have ourselves a lively distracting discussion
about my garden,
about fucking gardens, right? Because that's
I
the
have
cool
not
thing to
fucked
do.
in my garden.
Yes, you have.
Oh, come on.
I've seen you.
I haven't fucked
Oh,
in
you
it.
fucked it.
No.
No, you fucked it.
Oh,
You're-
you mean that kind? Oh, I haven't done that either.
So like, what all do you grow?
Before you do that, and you want to
yeah,
help
right.
support us, please click on our buy me a coffee link. That's for the end. On our fucking
Smoking gun beef
Smoking
jerky.
Gun beef jerky link to save 10% on beef jerky. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
grow-
Talk
do-
about your garden, Dave. Talk about growing beets and fucking it.
Do you grow
Talk
beef
about
jerky?
it.
No, I don't do any beef jerky.
No, you
stuff.
don't grow
No,
beef
no,
jerky.
no,
That's
no.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
But so we know you grow tomatoes.
I do,
And
yeah.
you pee in them.
yeah.
What
I
else
pee
do
in
you,
everything.
What else
but
do you
yes.
pee on?
So God, I've not come prepped for this. But yeah, I have this
Keep him on
standard.
his toes.
Yeah, you did. It's one of those.
His potatoes.
Yeah, my potatoes. I actually do have potatoes, so that's happening. This is my first attempt to actually do potatoes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it's the big thing on those ones. Apparently, that I've done wrong way back in the day is you actually just leave them until you see it die. Which I never knew about tomatoes.
What do you
but
mean,
anyway.
the stuff that comes at the top?
Yeah, you have to
you
wait till
that-
they die.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
that's when the
Yeah,
potato
apparently
itself
that's
is...
the best time. So I've never tried this. That's what I'm trying, of course. But yeah, we have the lovely items for just, I don't know what to even share. Shit, I'm not prepped for this.
How fucking drunk are you?
Jeez.
Pretty drunk. What can I say?
Jesus.
Yeah. It's funny because
I
I
got
can
'em
see
high.
Off
them.
camera, all you do is talk fucking
I know.
growing shit.
I was not expecting this to be
You're like-
on, and
you're
now
fucking
I'm
such a
nervous.
nerd about
I'm
the
nervous
of
about
peeing
it.
on tomatoes, and now like, oh my god, are you exposing
Well, I
me
got
right
my
now?
beans. So I did do two types
been
of beans. I
gaslighting
got my
us.
peas as well. So peas are actually one of the fun ones. I am a fan. I love my peas, and you pull them right off. But I will admit, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of pulling them early. I don't wait for them to come to full pea form. I forget what they call them, soft peas or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is my thing.
pre-urine.
Yeah. Well, no, always urine. Again, if you eat anything from my garden, there's
pissed on
not
it.
urine on
He's
them.
pissed on it.
No, I don't pee on them.
He's
We've been
like,
over
how-
this.
How safe?
It's Dave's pea garden.
We're
How
over this.
safe is this?
The pee, I pee into the
Yeah,
water.
but
The
even
water.
still.
Yeah, no, it's the dilution of it. Again, would I personally drink it? No,
I did. I think you would.
but it goes into the
I think
garden.
if we give you enough money, you would.
I cannot imagine a situation in which I would drink my own urine.
Oh, I could think of a few.
Well, name one.
I mean, if we don't call safe words.
What if you had a
My urine.
platypus?
Oh,
What if you had a reverse osmosis machine?
So what's actually kind of entertaining is I had a mini version of one of those. This is going back 10 years ago, where I tried something like that. It lasted for about 2 seconds, and yeah, it never really worked. Yeah. So yeah.
So now just straight osmosis machine, not reverse ones.
No, I just get it from the rain. Again, this year because of the weather, it's been great. Like water, this is one of those years where I should have taken a picture because then I could share it. Like it's amazing how much tomatoes I'm going to get as an example. The beans, that's another great example.
Yeah.
The peas, they're re-coming back, so I probably get another season out of them. Month, I should say, not season.
So in the off chance someone is checking out our programming for gardening advice, what would you say is the best advice you could give them?
It depends on what their goal is.
The goal is to grow it. And
To grow what though? So that's the first thing I would say. And they would need what
food.
So so that's a good point. So they want to grow something. Okay, do they have a backyard, someplace with sun? If yes, then and if it's their first time, funny enough, start with tomatoes. Because tomatoes, funny enough, they're basically a weed. They'll fucking grow anywhere, basically.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah. So start with something like a tomato, put it in a pot, that sort of thing, and then grow from there. Yeah, you just kind of grow foods you like.
I guess the point is, I think his point have been, do you have any tips? Like to get better yields or to
obviously
space.
you're rubbing your tip on the tomatoes as you're peeing on them. Obviously,
Again,
so
you don't.
other tips.
So that's one first thing.
That's how he
you do
pollinates.
it.
So
that's how you have to
very
pollinate.
first thing, do not pee on the plants. That will kill them.
I'm so confused.
No, you pee
Why
in
would
the
you pee on
water.
them?
Yeah, you don't pee on the plants.
So you pee in a cup in the water that pours.
No, you got to pee into the water you're going to feed to the plant.
Right, you pee it, dilute it, and throw it out. Like, why not just pee
At their
on
base
it?
too. That
So
is
do you
one
just
big
have
thing.
like a watering can full of pee, and
No,
once you get like
no.
an eighth full, you put some water in it.
No.
When you're like really gotta go, you're like, fuck it, I gotta decide, am I going to the flower pot or the toilet? Where am I going?
I have actually done that. I will admit. So at the start of because again, I generally do it at the start of the year. So in full honesty, how do I do this?
Yeah, I want to know the process.
Okay, fine. The process.
I told you, he just whips it out, pisses all over the plants.
No. Again, I can say this over and over. Do not pee on the plants. You will kill them. You have too much in your urine. You have to dilute it.
You have too much. I'm probably just right. I don't know what that means.
You're just. Anyway, so yeah,
Take it.
the way I do it, and again, I'm not saying it's the right way. It's just my method. Is so once I'm done and there's no more planting, winter's coming. I open up the tap on the water. All the water comes out, so that way by the time spring comes, it's empty. All right. Once I get to that point where generally I always have the joke in my head, we're about that 12 weeks. I start the indoors, and then yes, that's where I will at some point go for a piss outside. And I know we already made the joke about it. I piss into the water barrel directly, and I close it first, then piss directly into it, and then it'll fill up. And by the time spring comes, it's full, and it just has that mixture of my urine with it. Other thing I do, I will
shenanigans.
I can't see this being very helpful. I understand like pH levels and all that stuff in planting. Well, I don't understand it. I
know of it.
I know of it.
Yeah.
I know of the concept.
Yes.
But like, so you have like a rain barrel, like one of those big blue plastic ones, and you pee in it once.
Yes.
And then you let it fill up with rainwater.
Correct.
So I feel like that dilution is just like, it makes the pee pointless.
It might. It's part of but that's my style. And I've been happy with my growing.
And you're just putting pee on your plants.
Not on, in the
It's
soil.
like that South Park episode, right? Parts per million.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. So maybe I should pee in it a touch. Well,
think
I'm
you should.
happy with my results, so I'm not going to
Like, you
change. I
should
got my rhubarb.
Have you ever like tested the pH?
No.
You should do that.
I you know what?
You get just like strips and like test.
Yeah, I could try it. Yeah, all right.
Probably
Next year.
$12 on Amazon or something.
Oh yeah, they're not expensive at all.
Right.
In fact, I think I might have some somewhere.
Yeah,
Right.
just piss on your plants.
Not on. No, do not piss. You're really. This is your thing, isn't it?
That's his kink.
Yeah,
I get it. I don't
Pissing on
Piss
plants.
Do not pee on them because again, your urine
I'm a
will
real
kill
big
the
fan
plant.
of Louis C.K. What can I say?
Yeah, you'll kill the plant. Yeah.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
aware. I understand that there's ammonia in your pee.
Yes,
of course.
Yes, but I was about to say, if you start this, do morning pee. Don't do it like a late pee or anything of that nature.
What the
There's-
fuck? There's a tip.
No, there's people that not only believe that, they believe that if you take your morning pee and put it on your face,
Oh,
then
yes.
it'll like make
It'll
it
help
so
you.
you don't have like pimples and shit like
I
that.
do know that if you do rub your sperm on a girl's face, it's really great for their complexion. I know that.
Nice.
That's what I tell them.
Yeah,
anyway.
okay.
I agree with this.
That's why
I've
he's
heard
not
the
getting
same.
too many callbacks.
Yeah. Good wife. I'm just saying. See, I was never lying to you.
That's right.
Yep.
The scientists say it. The scientists tell us.
Yeah, we read it in a book somewhere.
That's right, in a book somewhere.
Yeah, but it's in a
The
book, so we
science
can't
hippies
find
Can't
it.
find
now.
it. Yeah, it's not around anymore.
Yeah, and the library's closed
Just have to
today.
trust us. Just trust us. It's for science, hun.
It was taken off the shelf for other incorrect facts. Not this one though. Not this one. This
Well,
is-
actually, I think it was just it got a little sticky and stuff. Yeah.
The men's version of the joy of sex. Hilarious.
Anyway, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. But my garden's doing amazing.
Dave's Pea Garden.
You guys are just so
I think
humble.
we need,
No,
I
I
think
love
we
it.
need to
Just
get him
the corner.
a little sign to put in there that says Dave's Pea Garden.
Yeah.
You know what? That's actually not a bad
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
I also kill a lot of rats. Yeah, I killed a rat.
Whoa, you fucking rat killer.
Yeah, I am.
Jesus.
Yeah. So our neighborhood, they've somehow come back again. So last year we were pretty clean. It was good. But this year they've come back.
Are you just trapping them or are you hunting them down like fucking
Oh, no, I kill them.
Like BB gun.
Flip.
No, so I have only seen one this year so far, but I've caught 3 with the traps. Yeah. And I'm sorry, the rats.
You're trapping.
Yeah. Well, I kill them.
They're less than animals? 'Cause they're
It's
rats?
the just the challenges, the potential diseases, all
Yeah.
those things.
How you going to answer to PETA?
I don't even think PETA would care about rats.
That's right, they would.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
And I do it in a nice way. It's in the trap. Only once has the trap.
I
had
murder
one.
them nicely. I walk them into the gas chamber.
there were no animals harmed as part of this program. I would just like to state.
Oh yeah,
That's not true.
Yeah,
I was out
I
in the
did
back.
clean up the body this morning.
Say what
I
now?
was out in the back.
Oh yeah.
I was wrestling
You're
up.
wrestling.
Let's say, yeah.
I was
So what were
wrestling
you
rats.
doing with them?
I was wrestling rats.
It's great content.
The gas chamber. He just traps them.
Yeah, no. When it comes to rats, no. I'm afraid I am not a rat fan just because of the disease, the challenges with them.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, but how are they singled out over every other rodent? Like all rodents carry some sort of
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
all do.
that's
but
true.
disease.
The
But
challenge.
rats, maybe because they're the most populated.
Well, they can populate a lot more. Plus, they will go into my things like my compost and other elements.
You're
Because
right.
that's the other big thing I do. You know, when it comes to my garden, even weeds, any of these things, everything goes to my compost. And when I say compost, I actually have 3. I have my super fresh,
You have
my
fucking 3 too
start
many.
of the year, and then I have my last year. And so my
Jesus.
last year, I'll put on. I have a cycle, a whole path plan. You know.
Man.
Yeah.
That's some hippie speak right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can I say?
They're not as cute as the other animals, so
Yeah.
he's okay with it.
Yeah.
If they did, again, other animals I have less of a challenge with, like the squirrels, all those, even though the buggers eat my berries and all that. And I don't know the name of the plant. I got it as a fluke
Yeah.
4 years ago.
And
And
grow pepper plants, like hot peppers, like not for necessary consumption, but when the squirrelies eat them, they're like, oh no, this is no,
They get-
and then they don't
get the
end up.
shits.
Yeah, they don't go back.
yeah. So I don't mind squirrels more, and it's less about my garden, but I have to admit one of my favorite memories of all time was seeing drunk squirrels because it was all on the ground and it's
Drunk
fermented.
squirrels?
Yeah, they're fermented fruits from like apple trees and things, and it's fermented. It
That's
has
funny.
alcohol.
That'd be hilarious.
Have you never seen
They
this?
like slapping each other in the face with their nuts.
You've never seen. Now, if you know where an
That's how I would
apple
do it.
tree is in your neighborhood, this is the best way to watch and see this.
Have you seen my neighborhood? There's apple trees in my neighborhood.
Actually, if you go, yeah, there would be in the old. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Okay, your particular building, no, but your neighborhood.
Sure, yeah. If you go to an apple tree, go ahead.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, if you ever want to see animals drunk, find an apple tree. Wait till about fall when the ground. They'll come by and eat them, but of
Yeah.
course they're fermented. They're producing alcohol and they get drunk. It's hilarious.
That
I've
is
seen
hilarious.
raccoons this way. I've seen rats this way. Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Speaking
You've
of
never seen
animals,
this?
No, I've only ever seen animals act drunk because they've had like distemper or something like
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it happens. I've seen it quite a
There's-
few times.
We actually had a skunk in our backyard at Taylor's second birthday party.
Oh, nice.
And he had the distemper.
oh,
So
okay.
like
he was
there was
out.
like 8 people there and they were just all like kind of like looking at it and stuff like that, and it didn't even give a fuck.
Fuck.
And it was like rolling around in circles and then like drop its head on the ground and then lift it back up and then walk around in circles
I don't know.
again,
That
and
sounds
like,
drunk, actually.
That sound drunk.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It was definitely the
I
distemper.
know.
Yeah, the
But
only
yes,
time-
it definitely looks like the animal is drunk though.
Yeah, the only time I've ever seen animals drunk is when I just given them too much. Like, okay, well, yeah, you've had too much. That's why you're puking like that.
Yeah.
You're cut off.
Yeah. Speaking of fucked up animals and shit, I read I read an article today about a woman, I think in BC. She got charged a $300 fine for throwing stuff at a Canadian goose.
Yeah.
And the goose was just in her way going into her friend's place. And she's just trying to she threw a bunch of nonsense at it to get it to move.
Okay, well, I'm actually surprised. So wait, the bird was trying to get into their house?
No, the bird was
she
just
was trying
in
to
the
get
area.
in. Yeah.
She was trying to get in, but the bird wouldn't move. The bird was in her way, and she couldn't get around the bird.
That you can't do. No. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Okay, and the reason why she got charged is because they're federally protected.
Yep.
Da 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 da. Sure. Okay, I get it. We love our geese here in fucking Canada. Okay, that's the thing. Come here to Canada, they're gonna tell you how much we love geese.
Swans and Stratford.
But no, they don't ever talk about fucking swans. They don't ever talk about ducks. They only talk about geese.
Stratford swans.
Oh yeah, Stratford swans.
It's
probably like a city bylaw thing though.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like London and the squirrels. But one thing I would say, as somebody who experiences London's parks, and I'm sure everybody else does, the goose population is fucking out of control.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It is insane.
Ridiculous.
To the point where I had to threaten one to move.
Really?
Oh yeah. I was all I was doing was walking. I wasn't doing anything. There's a bunch of them on a pathway, and it was one by the river bed, so I didn't actually I either turned back or kept going forward. He starts fucking hissing at me, and I pull my keychain down. Just got to swing it back and forth. Come on, move along. And he's fucking starts scoring off. But it was a 5-minute showdown with this stupid thing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
dude, I've seen people almost get drop kicked and shit at the museum because they all congregate in the front of the museum, right? And one of them lays eggs on top of one of the buildings. It's
once eggs are down,
a technical building or whatever.
Yeah.
But and we have signs that say don't fuck with the geese. They get aggressive and shit. Yeah, I've been walking with my buddy to go get lunch one day, and a fucking goose tried to fucking ninja kick him in the face.
Really?
Yeah. They're fucking evil.
By eggs, I would understand, and we'll talk about it shortly because I actually have a recent story on that front. But I've never had challenges when they're just out in the park.
Oh yeah,
with the geese
all fucking day, dude.
Yeah.
All day.
I walk through there every day for my lunch walk because yes, I'm an old man that works in an office, and I've never had a challenge with them.
No, it's definitely
maybe you're part goose.
Maybe I am.
Well, and the thing is, I guess here's my biggest concern. Okay, sure, they're nationally protected or federally protected, blah blah blah. But my problem is we have assholes now, like you're talking about, feeding geese, fucking, that's the issue. They're not separate from us. And it's well, we have to okay, maybe we shouldn't fucking take out geese, but we should do something to call the population. There's they're everywhere. They're it's shit everywhere.
Unfortunately, and that's what's happening with the whole being federally protected thing, right? It's I get it, but
they're not endangered.
Well, and this is why they're not endangered. That's the reason why they're not endangered.
Yeah. Right. So it's why are we protecting them? Why are we doing goose?
Well, yeah, I mean,
so I see two challenges.
People can kill beavers.
Can they?
I'm sure. I don't think they're federally protected.
I don't think they are either. Yeah.
I think I'm not entirely sure what the rules are.
I'm just saying, it seems like a really silly thing to get people in shit for, considering the problem was created by that same rule.
The question in this context is how did she get in trouble? Because I'm sorry, it's one of those. You're out in your neighborhood, you kick something somebody else had
she
to
didn't kick anything. And that's the thing that here's what the story boils down to. The story was saying that they think this stuff happens all the time, but because somebody caught it on camera on their phone.
So there's the question. And that's more where I would go to that person and say, why is it you called and got this woman in shit?
Right. Why you're a rat.
Again, that's what I mean. No, it's not about ignore the rat for the moment. Ignore that part. Yeah. It's just one of those, because that's more what it is. Because I have to admit, it's those lovely things. If this was a one time she kicked it, that's fine.
She didn't kick it though. She threw.
She was throwing
whatever
pebbles or something.
Threw pebbles to try to get
it
away.
Move.
Right. That's fine. or is this one of those things where no, she actually was just walking around throwing pebbles at the birds?
No, apparently, from what I understand,
From what you understand,
according to the article, because what I
according
read,
to the article that was written by
she
somebody,
A goose.
Right, you're right.
It was
A
written
goose,
from the
a goose
goose's
is
point
like,
of view.
"Ah!"
Gotcha,
Fucking
fuckers.
Mustache. Yeah. Fucking.
I don't know, it's just one of those-
spectacles.
I always think there has to be something more because
Yeah.
why would your neighbor videotape somebody randomly doing
Well,
this?
they said, according to the article, they said that they did this as an example to say, hey, don't fuck with the geese.
But where's the proof?
Well, there's evidence of her doing it.
Okay, but that's what I'm still hung up on.
Why?
How is there evidence?
How is some
of-
asshole fucking recording her?
Exactly.
Right.
That's where
right.
I'm stuck on this.
Yeah. Well, we're also in that world where people just do that shit all the time now. Like, listen.
No, that's more fucked up.
That is one of the fucked up things I ever saw when I was working at the Cultco, right? This is how I knew, oh, I'm not part of this world anymore. Like, there are fucking kids that are like, in their late teens, 20s, and they're like doing like little selfie things in front of like Costco displays. Like,
oh, that's fine.
they're not there to buy shit.
Okay.
They're just there to fucking take shots of themselves.
That's weird.
And it is weird. It's a weird thing.
I agree, weird, but it's one of those, I accept that because
sure.
they're taking a picture of themselves. Why is it that me kicking a goose on my front lawn and my neighbor recording this?
Well, that's controversy. People are assholes.
Like, that's more
I know,
where my
I
brain's
know.
stuck on.
We can't trust each other anymore. That fucking sucks. Like, people are like ratting
I
on each other.
actually do try to trust people.
I'm not saying this group here. I'm
No,
not
I
saying this
mean
room
even
here.
strangers.
Yeah, but I
try
don't.
to go in trusting.
I agree, and that maybe that's our downfall, right? But I think I have the same mentality, but I don't think other people do. That we've grown into this spot where it's like, oh, I better tell somebody because it could benefit me in some way.
I don't know. I think
I don't disagree with them.
I actually think generally no, people try to be good. It's just
No!
yeah, I think so.
No. People try to be good
man,
to justify their selfishness.
Oh, this is like that episode of Community where they had the debate about are humans inherently good or inherently evil?
Right.
I think we are inherently we get what we want. I think that we are truly inherently, but I think with proper life and experience, people actually try to be good.
But I agree with Chris on the reason for that attitude is probably social media, getting the views, getting the likes.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to tape everything all the time just in case.
That's
Everybody has
possible.
this. We've grown into this, and I mean, we're all guilty of it from our own upbringings, but we're seeing it amplified now. We're in this world where everybody sees a viral moment take off, or this changes this person's life. So there's this perception that if I capture that one thing, or I'm a part of that one zeitgeist moment, that meme, whatever, my life's going to take off.
Yeah.
And so you have people that are constantly filming. Like, I learned this when I hit the kid, right? Oh, well, that's on camera too. But whenever that situation, the car accident I had, right? I was shocked. I was flabbergasted. I go into help mode, right? Obviously, it's somebody's suffering. I want to help them,
Yes.
regardless of how that happens. But other people are filming the thing that's going on. Like, they're filming.
They're not doing anything. They're
just filming it, right? And that's like the world we're in. Where it's like, oh, it's a spectacle. I got my camera phone.
Yeah.
I gotta film it, right?
Nobody's experiencing the moment anymore. And they think they are because they're capturing a moment, but you can't capture everything. Like when I was in Toronto, when I was in Toronto last, there was this big what was it called? It was like a South Asian festival kind of thing. It was like a bunch of floats, shit like that, right? They were
It's called Cabana.
They were bigging up Krishna and stuff like that, right? And you could take pictures of how nice and beautiful all these floats were and all the beautiful clothes that people were wearing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you'd never be able to capture that feeling, that vibe. Like, it was just an inexplicable vibe of joy, right? It was really fucking like intense, man. I was like, holy crap, I can feel what they're feeling, like being here.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, people are trying to capture that moment, but it's never going to happen.
It's
Why
like
not just
people,
live? I didn't take my phone out to even take pictures.
No,
of these
I
floats
don't
or
either.
anything. I was like, I'm going to just enjoy
the moment.
What's going on here?
Okay. I do think, though, that is something that has to be, I hope, Lauren, I'm thinking from my children's perspective, because I will admit, once upon a time, fireworks are great. The show's amazing. What do? You put your phone to try and film it.
We're
Never
all
the same.
guilty of that. Of
Yeah,
course.
rainbows. Rainbows, I always
Yeah.
find the big thing. Like I'll see a rainbow, and again, when you see a good, thick, just rainbow, and yeah, I mean it
Thick,
just like that.
juicy.
Just
Dave loves it.
Just want to put barbecue sauce on it.
no, don't put any sauce on it. You just sit back and
Oh,
just,
not even just fucking raw dog.
He loves the
He's gonna
fucking
raw dog that rainbow.
He
Yeah.
loves raw rainbows.
But you see one like that, and you're just in that moment, and you go and again, I used
visceral.
to pull out the phone because I
Yeah.
want to capture this.
Yeah.
And you're right, nothing. Like
Yeah.
you don't get any of it.
Yeah.
Or a starry night when you're not in the city. One of the beautiful things I love about camping. Yeah, you just sit back, and it's just you'll never be able to.
I mean, there's
capture
certain things I think you can
family and moments. I think you can.
capture that moment as a memory, but
yeah, that's
you
fair.
can't.
You
nobody
can't
else
share
is
it.
gonna nobody else is gonna
Gotcha.
vibe with it like you do.
I
right?
agree with you on this. Yes, I am agreeing
always
with
gonna-
you.
So I mean,
you're
there's,
right.
there's a point for yourself, but for these people who are doing
Clout
it for
chasers.
thank you, the good clout chasers. For these people, it's pointless
Yeah.
almost, right? Because they're not gonna, oh, this Taylor Swift concert was so great. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of people in a fucking room singing Taylor Swift. Yay!
Yeah.
Right? But if you were there,
Yeah.
Yeah, we experience it all the time. It's funny. I did see a bit of a turning on the guard, and I might have mentioned this already, but when I went at the Arkell show back in June, I noticed a severe lack of cameras being used
That's
in the
good.
crowd. I was like, that's really cool. Like, I don't know if things have changed. I guess we'll find out in
well,
August too.
we made
But-
an agreement that when
Yeah.
we go, we're gonna live
No
in the
phones,
moment. Maybe
yeah.
one maybe one something of the concert, but that's it.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like old man shaking his fist or whatever. Our
It
best
is.
times are without our phones. That's
Yeah.
the real. That's been our whole relationships, our whole lives. So any chance we get to not rely on those things is a good time,
Yeah.
typically speaking. So that's the only reason. It's the reason why we have the rule of not having our cell phones on our show, because we want to try to recapture that energy. I think for the most part we do. And but we're just, if you're out there to chase clout, well, I guess you'll find it eventually. But ultimately, live, man. Live in the now.
Well, it's even not about chasing it. It's also, and like any tool, any software, beverage, any of these things. Also, don't use it constantly.
Yeah.
Put it
yeah,
down.
well,
Do
yeah, but
something different.
you're right, but the problem is, like, everybody has a phone.
No, I'm not saying get rid of the
everyone's on
phone.
it.
Even
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will admit, I could not live without my phone. I will freely admit this.
I could, but it would be a fucking adjustment.
Well, and I'm going to
It'd be
be
a
honest.
massive
No,
adjustment.
I could not go back to those
I
days.
thought about this. I'm like, I think I could go back to not having
No,
the phone again.
I
It's just
couldn't.
it would probably take like a solid year.
And again, it's
solid-
even little things.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm trying to get to the north end of London, I can pull my phone out,
I
quickly
know,
check the bus.
yeah.
Like, that's what I mean. I cannot. No.
Yeah.
It's using the tool. Like
Yeah,
you
I
say,
use it as a
using
tool.
the tool the way
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
to be you, or in a way that benefits your style of
I have to admit, I've even made this joke with Shan, like, because I'll get home and she has the business, so she's often on her phone constantly trying to do stuff. Even as we're watching stuff, she's gotten in the good habit where she's quiet, not making noise or anything. But I always make the joke about, hey, you missed the movie. Want me to explain it to you?
Yeah.
But again, part of that fun is like I get home, I often just put my phone on the charger. I've
Yeah.
become that old man where I don't
Right.
carry it around the
I know,
house.
same, yeah. Yeah.
But if I'm leaving the house, it's here.
Right,
Okay, good.
Yeah, I found myself the other day even leaving my wallet at home, taking my phone with me. I'm like, I think there's something wrong with this picture.
I've done that too. I have to admit, like if I'm going out just for a bike ride and nothing
Yeah,
else,
I'll
I'll bring my phone,
Right.
and that's it.
And for me, like, the biggest thing is music. Obviously, I
Yep.
listen to a lot of music and things like that, which is why I probably keep my phone on me. I believe that's where the anxiety comes in. But I'm also like, I've been challenging myself, like, you know what? I'm gonna go do shit without my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Go,
I go in my
whatever.
backyard, stuff like that.
Oh, I go for
Yeah.
like 2-3 hour walks.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was a single dude and I didn't have
Yeah.
a potential emergency
Yes.
from a like
Yeah.
my
How do
kids
we do
are
it before phones then? How do we deal with potential emergencies
anxiety.
before? No, the anxiety wasn't even a thing up until
I-
maybe 15
I
years
think
ago.
people in places like if you went to a store or something were more accepting of first of all they'd pick up a phone because there was no automated service to pick up the phone for them.
Right.
So if I was going to Walmart or whatever and my kid fell down the stairs and Nikki knew I was at Walmart, she'd call Walmart, they'd page me. But nowadays,
No.
trying to do that's like trying to pull teeth out of a rabid Wolverine.
Yeah, it
Like-
wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So
No, that still happens. But you're right. It's not.
It's harder.
it's
not
much harder. Like Nikki,
The only reason why I say that is because I was literally in a spot where they were calling for some kid.
Nikki
like,
was
maybe months
on
ago.
fucking automation / hold hell with fucking Cultco the other day for
Yeah.
like 45 minutes.
Yeah,
right?
they're a special breed though.
But it was also the location too, I think, because
Yeah.
she called the other location. It was like,
Yeah.
right.
It
So
can
Well,
vary.
we talked. Her and I talked about it. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's this place is notorious for
yeah.
not picking
So
up. Yeah,
so and again, so if I was going to Costco, oops, and yeah, and something needed to happen, it wouldn't happen, right?
But it's also
Actually,
yeah, and it's also one of
that's
those fun
different.
things too, though. Even ignore Kako and all Kako. Yes, I said Kako.
Costco.
your
Kako.
favorite.
But it's one of those also. I think of it more like when I was a kid. I remember I cut my hand wide open on a piece of broken glass halfway to school. And what did I do? I sat there and I went, "Oh my God." Lady across the street saw me, came right on over and helped. Nowadays, that would be a little bit. I like to think it still would happen.
I think. Well, here's
I
the
Again,
hope
it depends
so.
on like if you're a little kid, yeah.
So
I would have been
And you're,
7.
and you're screaming on the road with blood dripping out your hand. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
hope-
basically what I did.
you'd hope anybody would stop.
I
right?
do.
Well, a couple of things. To your point, one thing I will give that company some credit for. You're right about the phone calling part, but the one thing I will say, in house, if something does happen, and I've witnessed it, where a kid goes missing or
Oh, yeah.
something, they are on it, and the team works on like a sweeping measure to make sure the kid gets reunited back to their.
Yeah.
I heard
Which
that
is
in
awesome.
Walmart the other day too. Somebody called for kid so and so.
Yeah. So it's cool to see that, but also to your point, I think there's I think you're right. I think a lot of people that they're terminally online or they're just constantly doing that stuff. It's easy to get caught in this bubble that no one wants to help each other, blah, blah, blah. But in the grand scheme of things,
In the moment,
Right,
people do help.
right? Like they don't care about your race. They don't care about your sexual
Yeah.
orientation. They don't care. Like, oh, there's a human. They need help. I can help. Right.
Yeah.
Typically.
That
should be.
moment.
Yeah.
Now, I will freely agree that, hey, we see somebody like this actually happened where a poor lady broke her leg on the bicycle and we're out trying to help her.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if as we're helping her, look over and there's somebody filming it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, in this case,
Yeah.
nobody did this.
Yeah. It's
but
constant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
because
happens.
now it's that there's no urgency anymore. I see somebody helping this person. Let me film.
Right.
Yeah,
And it's
that I
like,
admit.
well, that's like when you see people online and they're like crying about, I don't know, whatever it is, their divorce or their whatever problem it is, whatever situation going is like, and your first thought was to film yourself going through a real hard time.
Right?
What's that about?
Never thought about it that
That's
way.
really, you know what I mean? Like,
Never
wait,
thought about that.
you took the fucking time to set up your camera to record you crying about what it is you're doing or what you're going through. It's like rather than actually dealing with the problem.
I guess if that's the life you're trying to lead, it's all content.
Yeah, of
Everything-
course.
Yeah.
Everything can
content.
potentially be content,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They're working.
Especially if you're a popular content creator,
they're sharing.
then people are going to eat it.
And just like us in the legacy media days, it's important to have discernment. You have to be able to scrutinize, be like, oh, okay, I see what this person's doing, and to understand
Yeah.
it for the entertainment that it is.
I look at it more this way. I worry less about the person doing this and the fact that people are watching it.
yeah.
Okay,
it's-
let's be honest.
it's true.
I don't get angry with the people doing and making this.
yeah, people are
Because to
gonna
be
do what they're
honest,
gonna do.
people are going to make and do the shit they want to make and
That's
do.
true.
It's the fact that people consume and make this popular.
Right.
That is where I question more.
Right.
I do not grok.
But if that person didn't put out that one specific video of them being upset or crying or whatever, a hard time, then people wouldn't consume that.
But see,
It wouldn't be there to consume,
but
but their other content would be.
But I'm afraid I'm more on it's the consumer's choice. They chose to watch this. Like we're talking about now, this lovely person, I would never consume this. It's not my cup of tea.
Right.
But like most things, like some people like country music for fuck's sakes.
So they're weird.
I would not consume this,
right.
right?
Yeah.
But I don't bitch
Valid
about
point.
it. Yeah.
Valid point.
To me, it's more on the
You do question the people that
consumers.
do consume it.
I don't. Yeah, I again, I
Why you
worry
eating
less
country
about the
music?
producers, the people making these things, and it's more the fact that it's popular.
I think there's responsibility on both sides, but I get where you're going at. Like, let's switch gears a tiny bit, and we'll talk about like OF, and we'll talk about that whole.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Oh. fuck.
Well, just because you're bringing up a good point in the
What's
sense
OF?
that OnlyFans,
Oh,
like
okay.
you don't fucking know.
I didn't actually.
But like,
What are fans?
yeah, OnlyFans. What fans?
What are fans?
What fans?
That's what we're on. What are fans?
But the thing is, you're right. Like
Of course I am.
to a degree, that to say that, yeah, is it the people producing it? or the people consuming it. Yes, you should consume less, but then there's the argument to be made. It's like, well, you're also, you're help driving the industry as well.
I'm afraid, no, I don't play that card. It is not the producer's responsibility to make sure that people consume properly. When it comes
But
to,
it is though.
No, that I disagree.
I'm gonna shit all over that fucking point right now.
What's your point?
I can think of 3 examples where it is the responsibility of the producer to tell you what you should, how to consume responsibility responsibly of alcohol, marijuana, cigarettes. They all have ads. They all have things that tell you on how to properly consume it because it's up to the producer and the government regulating.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. To say, hey, this is dangerous. Consume responsibly.
Okay, so they put these labels on, but what else do they do?
What? Keep
Sell
selling it.
They sell it.
Right. But that's the thing. We're talking about the content. There's no consumer responsibility.
The consumer has that responsibility.
But what I'm saying is there's no regulation on it. There's no
On
regulation.
On alcohol and stuff?
No. On consuming content.
Content.
Right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's
So
what-
you want them to have laws and something in play to reduce the consumption of content based on the government selection.
Well, no, what I'm saying is if
That's what you said.
That was
what
a
I'm saying
lot of big
is-
words.
What I'm saying is if we're deeming these 3 things as you have to know how to consume it responsibly, why is it the other things?
No. Okay, but they don't. I can go into a liquor store and buy as much alcohol as I want.
But there's labels and such in the
Okay.
area. There's
So you want
graphics and such.
labels on the TikToks.
Well, yeah, I don't watch TikTok, but yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
Facebook Reels.
And it's fun, and the thing is-
Instagram Reels.
But the thing is, there used to be a time where you be doom scrolling and we're like, hey, maybe you should take a break, right? We'll tell you to take a
fucking
break.
Nintendo does
They
that.
don't
The
do that
Switch does
anymore.
that.
You know what's
That's
funny?
not a thing anymore.
I play this stupid cookie game at the office where it's one of those, you just let it run in the background.
Yeah.
Cookie.
Yeah. And every so often it pops up a message, David, I think it might be time to take a break. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not actually playing
I know,
it.
but those that's become a rare thing. It's like we don't even tell
I guess
people how to consume.
I still, from my perspective, that responsibility is on the consumer. Always. Because again, if anytime we start to go down that place that the producer is the one responsible, that just shifts all the blame, all the responsibility on the person making this product. Whereas
Yeah,
it's the
you're
consumers.
You're right.
that
I don't,
are
I
in
don't
the wrong.
disagree with that
But
point
it-
because then like video game makers
Yes.
and stuff like that would have to put something in the code that
To
would
ensure.
like shut it down
Yeah.
after 2
Right.
hours.
Right.
And you can't play
Exactly.
it for another 2 hours.
Exactly.
But here's the thing, right? We now have like people putting labels on for whatever reason to tell you, oh, by the way, this is an old film or old game. It has smoking in it.
Yeah.
It has all these horrible things in it. Like we are retro
Disney
alerting our things. Apologizing for this stuff, right?
But that's what you just said you wanted.
I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm not done yet, right? I'm saying clearly at some point, at some level, people deemed that important, and yet we let other stuff fly. I agree. It should not be on the producer to have to tell people how they should not consume the content they got. But maybe there should be a little bit of like, hey, just so you know, it is dangerous for you. Maybe by
Oh
the
no,
government
that
or
I
whatever.
agree with.
That's what I'm
fine.
saying. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's not about the amount of consumption. It is
No.
important that when the product is made, whatever product it is in the form, if there is a known challenge, an issue in over-consuming, overdoing, overplaying, you try to share that. Nintendo still does that.
Nintendo does, but other forms don't, right? There was a time for like, I would say from mid 2000s up until 2015-ish, where it was pretty commonplace to be like, yo, stop consuming for a little bit, go do something else sort of thing. And now that's just, we don't see those often.
Yeah, you don't see it. I don't see it as often on like Netflix and stuff like
Right.
that, unless it's the kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Right.
the kids version of Netflix will stop every so often and be like, "Hey, are you still watching?" or what,
Yeah.
giving you that chance to
take a break.
take a break or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
regular Netflix, it,
Yeah.
few
I
and far between.
I am of the mind that it's the consumer's responsibility, not the producer. The producer should definitely share any potential challenges, risks in their product,
It's-
whatever it is. But
Yeah,
the consumer.
like the packages, going back to cigarette packages
Yeah.
or whatever. It's a suggestion, not a
Yeah.
right. Hey, you might not probably should want to do it. This like drink responsibly,
Yes.
right? Like you might not want to, but we're suggesting you do.
yeah,
But that's
That's
our
all they
hands
sh-
are tied at that point.
Correct.
Right?
That's
It's out of our hands.
their responsibility should simply be on the communication of the known challenges. Again, there's always unknowns, But other than that, yeah, the consumer is the one that has to make the choices.
Again, I'm gonna have to push back on this.
I'm surprised.
And just because I just found another example that flies in the face of that. If you are the producer of a bar and it's your responsibility to control the alcohol consumption of the people in there, which it is, because if you have an establishment and somebody is too drunk, you are liable.
That's a good point.
You
dude.
are liable.
And the liquor store doesn't do that. Like you just said, you can go in and buy all the liquor you want.
You can buy it as long as you are not inebriated. If you're inebriated,
That's
they'll
true.
often
That's
block
not
you.
allowed to be
but,
inebriated.
But still, at that point, you can walk into a bar not inebriated,
Yep.
get to the point of inebriation, and they have the right to legally cut you off.
Correct.
Because it's their liability once
Right.
you walk out that door, whether you crash your car or not. So why doesn't the liquor store, why doesn't the liquor store have that same regulation? Why can't you go in and only buy 3 cases of beer,
Well,
or as opposed to 27 cases of beer?
it's very obvious. Because it's the parents' responsibility. They had this child. They should be the one stopping the 27 cases of beer. You have to stop. The people make their choices.
It's true.
I will say that, yes, you are actually 100% right about the bar. Especially if you have the bartender serving a person, that person gets in the car and kills somebody. The bartender, that individual, based on the laws today, is responsible.
Yeah.
That I actually
But it
disagree
even goes
with.
deeper. Do you realize bars can get fucking charged for rape?
Like if it happens in their
Yeah.
bathroom or whatever?
Or even if it happens off-site. If they've consumed too much alcohol and that goes into it, bars have been charged for
Oh,
those
wow.
events.
So this is where I struggle because it's one of those, at one point, because it's one of those,
Right.
hey, I let's go.
I could probably
I'll pick on
understand
assault.
if everybody if all the bartenders knew that guy was going to do it and continue
Yes.
to serve him.
Yeah,
liquor.
yeah. Like things
That I
like-
would get.
yeah,
but no, that's fucked
yeah.
up.
Because it's one of those things like, oh shit, yeah, I killed that guy because I was drunk. You were drunk? Yeah, 4 days ago I got drunk.
Yeah,
Like I just
yeah. I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so to me, and this is probably gonna make me sound horrible, I actually disagree with that one. No, it's still that like I do believe that because they are selling a product at that location, they do have a responsibility to cut that person off. That I 100% agree with on site. They should immediately cut that person off, right?
Right.
I agree. Once that person leaves the building because they've been cut off or just because they decided to leave, the things they do, I don't believe the bar should have responsibility for.
Sure.
I am of that mind.
I kind of don't disagree with that too because
love the description.
because they at that point because then you'd have to put like you can only go into a bar and drink X amount of drinks.
Exactly.
You'd have to put a
Everybody's different.
limitation.
Yeah.
You need
on
a
that,
counter
right?
and all that
Well,
shit. Yeah.
Also, people are good at faking how drunk they can be sometimes,
Mhm.
True.
right?
That's true.
Or not even
Or
knowing.
not even.
I've
yeah.
been at a bar and not realized how drunk I was. I went up to take a piss and fell right the fuck over.
Right,
Or
so-
how many
so
big
who's
guys
saying-
we drank with and they're not even drunk, right?
But who's
Yeah.
saying the bartender is? Well, I'm thinking about people who are like, okay, I know they might cut me off if I act this way or I say this
Sure.
or blah blah blah,
Mm.
right? So then they act,
Oh yeah.
less drunk. I'm not going to say more sober, but less drunk than they are,
Yes.
and get more drinks. And
Yeah.
So that's why I never wanted to be a bartender. I took the whole mixology course and everything like that. And I
That
was
was
like,
why.
I'm not
Responsibility is
One
there.
one of the many cons,
Yeah. There is a lot of
like, I'm not being
responsibility,
res-
But
unfortunately.
the
not-
money can be great.
right?
If you do it,
If you
yeah,
do it
it's
right,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking there should be responsibility on all sides, right? Like I was thinking this too about cigarettes. I was thinking, you and I ex-smokers, you're still a current smoker. I was thinking about, we grew up with cigarettes and talking about all this horrible additives, formaldehyde and all the
Mhm.
things that whatever come with it. And I think it's hilarious that with regulation, it was advertise how bad it is, increase the price, increase the taxes, da. It wasn't, maybe we should talk to the tobacco companies about stop putting these additives in the cigarettes.
Right?
Like
Or-
why can't you have that conversation, regulate the product rather than say, you know what, we're just gonna fucking jack the price up and cause
Yeah.
everybody and we're gonna stigmatize the event rather than
it's
Yeah.
it's stupid because it's like, hey, it's bad,
yeah
but buy it.
yeah
Hey, it's bad, but buy it.
yeah.
Well, I don't think we really say the bye when it comes
Not
to
anymore.
cigarettes.
Not anymore.
Cigarettes
I
not so
guess.
much.
Not
yeah.
anymore.
But there
Yeah.
was a time it was like that.
There's a time when
Like,
all
why is
things
it
are
o-
learned over time. We can never keep going back to the past. It used to be this way.
used
No,
to be.
we learn.
Why is it okay that cigarettes aren't allowed to have flavors anymore, and they're not allowed to have flashy packaging, and not allowed to have the entire thing has to be the fucking warning, and then there's this little strip that says players
Yes.
and alcohol following suit that way. You still
It's
get
true.
flashy packaging.
Green
You
apple
don't-
whiskeys.
Fucking stupid flavors, butter ripple, fucking nut bar,
No, that
crunch,
shit's
fucking
amazing.
shit.
Don't make fun of that stuff.
And there's no warning like on a cigarette pack. I mean, I get mine at the reserve, so there's always one warning, and it's the least disturbing of all of them. But they have all these disturbing warnings, like actual like fucking hearts ripped open and shit like that. Well, why don't they have this on alcohol bottles?
All right. Well,
Right?
now you know what to now push the government.
Why don't they
to
have
start doing.
like, oh, fucking some dude's bloody body slid halfway across the fucking highway with fucking blue and red lights.
You
This
need
could
to-
happen to you if you drink too much.
Then, very simply, if this is what you expect and require, you need to start communicating that it's what you want.
To
so you'll-
lobby.
You do. Like, that's how life works
True.
within our
Yeah,
government.
that's
Like,
right.
yeah.
If you got the money,
But I
No,
guess
let's
my
not-
question
money
is
does
why
help,
why
sadly.
wasn't it
There's less impact from
a
alcohol
thing?
because there's less impact.
And-
Cigarettes, nicotine.
Well,
I don't smoke a
It's
pack of
also
cigarettes
money.
and beat my wife, dude.
Let me explain for a moment. Every smoker that goes out there, the risks of illness, sickness, which are especially within Canada, going to hit the overall government costs. All these things bundle together. Alcohol, thankfully,
I
yes.
love how you're holding that up like it's
I
alcohol.
know.
This is our.
that's what's fermented bubbly, folks. That's what's going on there.
Just I don't know why I did it. You're right. It's not even alcohol. It's just one of those. Does it have issues like, yes, causing people to go into worlds where they beat people because they are that type of drunk? They get behind a wheel, kill people? Yes, this happens. But thankfully, it is not as frequent as the impact of tobacco. And that is why tobacco generally was frowned upon first. Give it a few years. You never know. Hey, 10 years from now, we'll be talking about, you remember that day we bitched about this? Now on bottles, they put.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you, seeing the other side of what alcohol does to families and
Oh, I've
and,
seen. Yes.
and the
Products of it.
the abuse and
Yeah.
stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
yes.
it's but
But a lot
but
of
beyond
products
that,
follow
because that stuff
Alcohol's the reason why many people are born.
that's that stuff's not governmentally funded per se, but like going back to the hospital thing, let's say, actual taxpayer costs. Yeah, you have people, what about the person who got injured in the car accident because of the drunk? They have to get paid for, they have to have hospital costs and which is the same thing as somebody going in with lung cancer.
Yes.
It's comparable.
Right, but
So
we also have to
just-
remember that
it's still happening. It's just not happening to the person that's drunk.
and thankfully it's happening less because when this situation occurs,
Or
the
people whose
person,
livers and kidneys shut down and shit.
well,
because
they've
of
done that to
drinking.
themselves. But again,
But
yes,
it's
it has
because
a
of
medical-
drinking, just
yes.
like it's because of smoking.
Yes,
It's
I'm
the
not
same thing.
disputing. There is a lot of push to try to get rid of alcohol. Like it is true.
I mean,
I'm
we
not
are-
saying get rid of it,
we're in a
but
generation that drinks less and less.
They do. Like
Mhm.
it
if you're
is.
gonna if my point is, if you're going to do something to one thing, do it to the other thing. If you're going to do it to weed, do
the
it
problem
to alcohol
is
too.
what Dave's trying to say is not equally yoked that way, right?
Yeah,
And-
like
and-
we cannot put these on the same step. Like,
Right.
let's put it this way: nicotine, specifically cigarettes, is definitely higher in that impact on the lives, the costs, all these things than alcohol is. That's
one,
my
one
perspective.
could make the argument that tobacco is harder on the health system than alcohol. Not to say
I would
that
say the
that's-
things that are
Yeah.
those additives we talked about before are the things that.
but
are,
it's
are
moot
the
point
worst.
because you can't separate the two anymore. So go find me cigarettes without those additives.
I'm gonna say,
They
yeah,
don't
it'd
exist.
be
You'd have to go
interesting.
to an
They
actual
don't
like
exist.
native
or cigars, and even those I think have shit in them.
No,
too.
cigars are clean, but that's the
they're
difference.
a little clean. Yeah.
So it's unfortunately moot point. Right?
But that's my understanding.
well, no,
is-
you'd have to go to an actual native store
Sure.
that has tobacco for offering and smoke that,
yeah.
because that stuff's not processed with the formaldehydes and the blah blah blahs.
But then my understanding, and again, I'm not an expert, is that's basically cigar, and that's why that's not done. Because again, cigarettes, and part of the reason why they are more challenging.
But they regulate cigars exactly. That they've taken all of the
Oh, yeah.
your fancy cigar bands
Yeah.
are just a fucking beige
Oh, yeah.
piece of paper now.
yeah, it's all just
all the windows of the cigar stores have to
Yep.
be fucking
Blacked
frosted
out.
over and
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that. But they're not doing that to liquor stores.
correct.
Well, no, LCBO's got their frost.
They do
They
have
got
to go.
they got bars.
Yeah, they do have the ads though for the.
Oh,
very
they have
But
big
you're-
ads.
to
But
your
there's still
point-
ads for
to
fucking
your point, when
come
you
in
go
and buy
into-
alcohol.
When you go into a convenience store, you're right. All the tobacco products are locked
Hidden.
up. You can't see it, but then they got the display.
But now we could get the
so now,
beers.
now you have the
Oh,
now you have
yeah.
the fucking little 6-year-old kids looking at the fucking
Right,
rocket
no,
pop
yeah.
fucking
I-
coolers
I
going,
think-
mommy, I want one of those.
It all comes down to profit. I think it all comes down to profit, and I'm not saying that they don't care about people, the public, and things like that, but it's always dollars. And
You're not wrong.
And I think yes, tobacco still brings in money, just not as much money as alcohol, right? And I think that's part of the reason why it's been so taxed and pushed to the side, and alcohol still, reigning supreme.
Again, I'm going to get in trouble. The consumer has the responsibility.
They do.
Yeah.
But then why is the government trying to sway one way or the other?
Hey, that's where I'm
Yeah,
actually
why is the government more lenient on one?
Right.
And the advertising, like you can't advertise cigarettes, but you can advertise Coors Light seltzers.
And what?
Yeah.
Right? You can't advertise cigarettes, but you can or cigars, but you can advertise
I
fucking Mike's Hard
personally
Lemonade.
actually don't care either way.
Of course not. This is all just talking.
But it's
Oh,
one of
no.
those, if I actually cared, then that's where you have to either make that choice of doing something or not doing something.
Right. Like one thing that's
I mean, I'm not losing sleep over it.
coming.
That's
I
good.
am. One thing that's really come into question lately that's kind of the same vein, it's definitely vice related, is online gambling.
Mhm.
Us growing up, that was not a thing.
Nope.
That was never a thing.
No,
In
that
fact,
was
you went to a casino or you bought lottery tickets.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
or those silly break open. They call
yeah.
them Nevada tickets.
I
right?
knew some people that were like they made bets with bookies and things like that. It was little low level stuff like that, but I didn't
bingo.
like, was ever
The horse racing was the big one.
Yeah. But like nothing crazy, nothing like we saw in movies and shit like that. Now,
Oh yeah.
now online gambling is big business. But what I think is crazy, because I think they still talk about gaming responsibility.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
always
For sure.
part of it.
Game responsibly.
But I can't remember what it was. It was some point in the 90s where we stopped seeing like celebrities brand or advertise for smoking and alcohol things. Like we
Mhm.
started to see that happen. Well, tobacco first, and we started alcohol like I think in the mid 2000s.
That's why we can't get like Jay and Silent Bob weed up here because
Right.
celebrities aren't allowed to.
Yet these online gambling spots
I know what you're talking about.
full of celebrities,
Specifically
full of sports
for the
heroes.
MGM online.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
casino. Yeah.
All of them. Like even they got Austin Matthews of the Leafs. He's on one of them.
Well, fucking
right?
Wayne Gretzky was
Yeah,
on one
Wayne
of them
Gretzky was
with
on
Tim.
And And I guess my
Jamie
thing
Foxx.
is, and that always comes down to profit, right? Like, how are we allowing this to happen, but we're not allowing these other, other spots to go?
Oh, well,
I mean, I guess to your point, gambling is the one that raises the most money in taxes.
Yeah.
Like if you win big, let's say you hit that $500,000, well, X amount of it goes to the
not
government.
in Canada.
Yes.
Nope.
You don't
No.
win 100% of
Yes,
it.
you do.
It's income.
In Canada, when you win through it has to be a proper like lottery gambling, that sort of aspect. In Canada, no, you don't have any taxes on
He's
it.
right. You're only taxing what you spend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you
What do you
win
mean
through,
taxed on what you spend.
so you
your
can
winnings.
you're taxed on your income through work.
Right.
You are taxed certainly on your sales taxes, things of that nature. But that's the funny thing about Canada. When it comes to a registered gambling, whatever they call it, you actually don't pay tax when you win.
So then
You win the
shouldn't-
lottery, you don't pay tax.
Shouldn't you be taxed on what you spent to win that? Because
Well,
you're
I mean-
spending money to win that.
Yeah, but again, remember when
Yeah.
you bought it, you actually were taxed because the
Right.
government takes their
Oh
piece
yeah, I
through.
guess when you put that money in
There you go.
at the machine
That-
point.
now
Yeah,
this is
okay,
a
yeah,
Canadian
that makes
thing.
sense.
This is a Canadian
Yeah.
thing.
Americans,
where,
I think, get 40% taken off right
yeah,
away.
right away. Yeah, So in the States, that's different. Where yes, they immediately get hit. But here in Canada, if you win $55 million,
That's
You
your
get
money.
$55 million.
you get
Yep.
$55 million.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yep.
Because I thought it was just like
Nope.
income, like when you
Nope.
you work and you make money.
Nope. In Canada,
That's why under the table is a no no.
yeah. No, in Canada,
But that's
at
not-
the-
earning-
but that's not a
earning money,
form
that's
of
not
income.
winning.
and which is one of those
I feel like it
funnyisms.
should be different.
So,
But
and I agree with
obviously
you,
it's not.
actually.
Obviously it's
Yeah,
not.
Very
so-
different, yeah.
Yeah, it is one of those funnyisms where, like if you go to work, you'll get income tax.
Yeah, if you're
Right.
going and doing something
Right.
productive,
Yeah.
you owe us money.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you go and blow
Gamble
a bunch
it.
of money,
and you win, you don't know
And
anything.
you owe
there's,
nothing.
there's all these little parts in the systems to allow for that. Like you can gift people money, you can gift people, vehicles over that to avoid taxation.
Again, Canada's actually better for a lot of this. You can't.
Yeah.
Again, you don't actually avoid taxation by gifting in any way because
Yeah,
you
you
still
do.
had your income.
Oh, yeah.
You still get taxed on your
Sure, you're right. It's just
profit.
a position. You're right. You're right.
If you gift somebody a car, you still have to pay taxes on what that blue
Nope.
car is worth. No,
Because you paid tax when you
You've already
bought the
paid for it.
vehicle.
Yeah.
if somebody gives you a car,
But it's already been paid. Like
Yeah.
whenever that car was purchased.
but
Yeah.
then if I go and just buy a car off, so it doesn't even have to be at a.
And that's the loophole. Like if let's say yeah, you want to buy my car.
Yeah, and we just do it personally.
Yeah, you would pay the tax.
I would
on
pay
it.
the tax
You
on the
would
blue
do
book
it.
value of the car.
Exactly. But
But if you
if
gave me your car,
then you would not pay for it.
Correct.
really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I literally just went through this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess you did. Yeah.
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 And there's a few things like that too. There's money exchange like that.
So is
There's
that
a bunch of
what
other
my-
things you could like. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Is
can do here in Canada. Like if somebody dies
that's
and
why
you,
my parents put me on their mortgage.
yeah,
Because when they die,
You'll get-
I won't have to pay taxes.
correct,
on-
because you're not transferring.
right.
Yes,
You might know this.
it's the point.
Inheritance. You're not taxing
Not
that either, right?
In Canada, no.
Right. Yeah.
Yep, you'll get all your full money. There's no tax through death. None of these things exist in Canada.
Mhm.
Again, in Canada, income tax, sales, investment tax, things of this nature, they do exist, but no. We don't have that same problem that, yes, the States, the Americans have.
Yeah.
I will admit, in their case, it's a lot more challenging because, yeah, they have to sneak a lot of this money around because,
I feel like there
The IRS
is.
is a
I feel
mafia.
like
yeah,
I feel like there is something that my parents had to get around when they were doing their wills recently. And they had to word it a specific way so I wouldn't. Pay
Oh, I
any
think there
taxes or
may be-
something.
Oh, legal terms. Yeah.
yeah. The house
Right.
is a good example because that's a property, and so there's more challenges in that one. But by making you part owner, you're an owner. Doesn't
It's my
matter.
house.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's your house.
That's right.
So there's less challenges. It's the same.
Because
so-
when they pass, then it just the entirety of it reverts.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's where things do become. It's like when you get, if you're with somebody and you're going to buy a property, you put both your names on it.
Right.
Because it just keeps things simple.
Yep.
If you don't do that and you pass,
And
again,
now
you can
they
have
got to deal with the hassle of you not being here and going through all of
Exactly.
the
even if you have the
yeah.
will and all that, there's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
extra work.
Oh fuck! Is it tons of work?
Yeah. So it's
oh my god.
yeah.
I that was the horror stories working at the Big Green Machine. Was that when you
Yeah.
have somebody who was not on the account or whatever, near impossible for them to get access
correct.
to
Even
their-
if they were
the
like
fund.
executor of the will,
even
kind
if
of thing, and stuff
even
like
if
that?
there's like there's so many things you have
So
to
it would
have
have
in
to be
place.
like specifically in the will. This person
Well, no,
has
executor
the right
helps,
to.
yes.
Executor helps because you get to delegate and make
yes,
decisions,
yes,
but you
yes.
cannot delegate past what's already been written down.
Yes.
Right.
Right? You can't just say, "Oh, this house belongs to Joe."
Yeah.
Joe was never in the picture. You know, you
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
So it does help, but there's a lot of legal requirements. I always felt bad for people, like, especially like little like young ladies or old ladies who like their husband passed on.
We did
all
deal
the
with that.
financial stuff. So
Yeah.
fuck,
We dealt
man.
with that at Sykes when we did
Yeah.
Capital One.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember
But
that
you
now.
really feel bad because it's like no one taught them.
Well, yeah, and they're
How to
not
deal with
trying to
this.
be wrong, but you
No.
have to follow that rule because
That's
the
why-
government's going to shut it down anyway.
Exactly.
And
And
it's-
that's why, like, as a spouse, you should set up your spouse with at least the building blocks to get past this stuff. In
It's
case you're
also
not here.
ridiculous because if not, like, let's go back to the whole Big Green Machine thing. As the next of kin, you're still responsible for any payments,
Yeah.
any outstanding bullshit.
That that's
But we're not going to do the other half of it.
That's
You
another
have
good
to
thing
do
about
your
Canada.
half, but we're not. You have to do the dead guy's half, but we're not going to do the dead guy's half on our. Like, it's,
Well, so actually, another good thing about Canada is that if it's in their name, nope, you don't have to pay.
Yeah, it gets absorbed.
Yep.
Does it?
Yeah,
That's true.
You have no.
see again. I and this was learning stuff in school. Like when I was a kid, we were taught that wasn't the case. Like if you have debt. I think this was maybe it was just trying to scare us into paying our student debts when we got out of high school. But if you had and I died, that would go to Nikki.
Okay, so now there's the special. You're married. Common law counts as marriage as well. So since you're married, yes.
Oh,
But
if it's my parents and they
Nope.
pass away and they have American Express fucking bills,
it doesn't matter. Nothing
it
to do
just
with you.
gets sucked up.
Correct. Yeah. So marriage, yes, because that's you're together. That
Gotcha.
you're together doesn't fucking matter at all.
You both took on each other's.
yeah.
Right,
You're
right,
both
right.
together. If
Yeah.
it's parents, cousin, brother, any of these other
So
things.
when it's outside of immediate quote unquote,
correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're again your parents. Again, that's still immediate technically, but as long as your name
I guess
isn't on it,
I guess household.
yeah, as long as your name's not on it, you're done. You're
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
Whereas in the States, that's different. They can come after
It does.
extended.
We see that happen all the time too.
Correct.
Well, we also saw it happen with Stan Lee's estate.
Yeah.
When there was enough meddling going on where they almost took it away from his family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
we've heard of that for sure.
yeah,
that's. But again, the other nice thing about Canada, no, because the government generally just basically stays out of that business entirely.
well, it's better for them. essentially to stay out of that business.
No, and again, that's one of the great things. As much as we joke about Canada and how we can never do anything with the government getting involved, no, they don't really get. Now,
yeah, you're a fucking dude.
If you don't
you sold
have-
some really great points about our government.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
I've always
Vote David.
it was just stuff that I didn't know. I've always been of that
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like, I don't feel that they.
Now, I do still say that yes, especially if you're with someone or have people that depend on you, do make your will, make it clear. Like in mine, it's very clear that when I die, it all
I get
goes to
everything.
Shannon.
Right.
What?
Yep.
What? No.
Yep.
Wait, we did a blood pact, you motherfucker.
If both of us die, it
Then
goes
me.
all to the children.
What?
And we have the person that's going to maintain it clearly defined. Yeah. So we have all that set up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. Now I will
I'm pretty
also.
sure my parents have all that stuff.
Yeah,
too.
but that's what I mean. That's what you do. And if you're up in the very elder years and you have tons of cash sitting around doing nothing, it does get a little bit more fun if you're trying to split that across larger family.
Sure.
But yeah, in my case, no. If I die on my way home, Shannon gets it because, of course, she also has to deal with all the shit. Yeah.
Right.
If she happens to
Right.
pass, it goes. Yeah, we make it. It's very clear, but it's because we're still young enough to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
It does get more complex, yes, as parents get older
Yeah.
because there's less responsibility, larger family, and they do want to share often.
And it's also well, fortunately, I don't have too much. Like,
Yeah, in my
But
case,
anyway,
7 brothers and sisters.
I guess it's also a discussion on their part at that point if the person who potentially survives wants that responsibility, like can handle that responsibility, or should it go to me?
Well,
right? Like
and
mom
that's
dies and she did all this, and dad's like, I don't know how to do that.
Well, no, but that's the beautiful thing also about at least Canada, because I've been through this and done this. So all my property, all my monies, that goes to Shannon.
Right.
She's actually not the one running it, though. My father is. He's the one that's going to be in charge if I pass away tomorrow, because you're able to separate all these
Well,
things.
yeah, you
at
can have an
least in Canada.
executor.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's probably the same in the States. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's all separate. It's all different.
And to be fair, that's like I love Shannon. That's not her area of expertise. I would not.
Actually, it's the joke between the two of us. She's actually fine. It's more to protect me. Because if she I already told her she's not allowed to fucking die before me. Like, this was clearly in the vows. Fuck. And if you're about to get married, like, make sure it's clear who dies first.
Yeah, because they're signing a contract at that point.
No,
right?
exactly.
So
In my
you
opinion,
have to do the thing.
yeah, I get
It's
to go
like,
first.
like a reverse will.
Yeah,
right?
I've tried to make it clear. I don't want to fucking have to live by myself without her there with me. Christ, no.
What would you do with yourself?
Be
I
peanut,
don't
peanut butter
know.
and crackers for the rest of his life.
We don't know how to live.
It's funny you say that.
Saltines and Scooby.
No, I'm just sorry. The reason I'm laughing is I actually had that as a snack yesterday because Sam wasn't home.
Oh, it's such a nostalgic snack, man.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really love where we went today. We have
That's
helped.
fun.
We have helped. We asked the tough questions.
And to sum it up, don't get married, kids. Just don't get married.
Well, no, you got to remember, and the one thing I actually, I'm going to get in trouble for this one, I'm very happy with is the government, the overall policies, at least within Canada, especially Ontario, you don't have to get married. All
No,
these
you
things
don't.
still apply. Common law. Once you're there, was it 1 full year?
I think it might be even less, but yeah.
I think it's a
yeah,
year still.
yeah,
You have to
yeah.
be together, living together for a year,
Mm.
and now you are common law, which is the exact same everything as marriage.
Yep.
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 Which
I
is-
mean, yeah, if you're going to make the decision, yeah.
Because again, as much as I like to joke, because I do enjoy weddings, not so much weddings. I enjoy
Like
the party.
drinking, yeah.
Well, it's the drinking's part of it, I will admit. But the one thing I always, my experience with marriages, even marriages I've seen go wrong, the marriage day is always just pure fun.
It's all euphoric. Yeah.
Everybody's
It's a
there
party.
just for a good time. Yeah, so I love, as I've said before, I will happily attend your wedding. I will dance, drink, and
Well, we
And
talked about
We're
this.
we're
If you-
renting them out.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
renting them out. You can hire your own day for your
yeah.
party.
And you just remember, you don't
Doesn't have to
actually
be-
pay
if-
day if you just feed them and
for
drink
sure.
them. That's
And
all.
it doesn't have to be a wedding. He'll come
No,
to
you
your
have
bar
to pay.
mitzvah.
Yes, you have to pay us to let Dave.
true.
No,
come to
no,
your wedding.
no.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
No.
We're trying to capitalize.
You're capitalizing my ass.
We get
We're
get
pimping you
handler
out, Dave.
fees. We get handler fees.
Yeah, we're not
like-
pimps. We're
like
handlers.
managers.
Yeah, both that. Yeah.
We're talent. We're agents.
There you go.
Yeah, interesting conversation. Should we
Yeah.
wrap this up?
Yeah, I don't know where else we're going to go
Yeah,
after that.
right?
Wonderful,
I mean-
wonderful.
So I fucked this girl deal.
Well, I'm actually proud of you. Good for you, man.
I mean, congratulations, but
Oh my god. Yeah, I had one. No, not necessarily. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Moving on.
keep it classy, San Diego.
No class here. And you out there, what are your thoughts? Do you have fun on this distraction discussion? Did we make sense?
Did we say
Did we
anything
make the
completely
sense?
wrong?
Did sense make we
Do we know shit about the government? We don't know, but we want to hear from you.
We're not sure.
So let's keep the conversation going wherever you're listening to us. You can Google us wherever you are. And obviously on any of the platforms we're on, our Discord server. Let's keep the conversation fun and light.
Oh,
and Talk
no.
about this fun stuff here. Did you spill stuff?
No.
All right, we good?
My headphones are being stupid.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, well, I'm just gonna keep going here.
It's always my headphones, but yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I'm good now. I'll just kind of
And if you out
hold on to
there
it.
want to keep supporting us, you can do so through our Smoking Gun Beef Jerky link and save 10% by buying some jerky, as well as our Buy Me a Coffee link. You can help support us by paying for the lights and getting some bubblies going. If you're not feeling well in the mental health department, we want you to know you matter, not just to us, but those around you. So it's important to talk about the stuff that's going on inside your head. So if you can't do that with anybody in your vicinity, we're going to have some links in our description so you can seek out the help that you might need. But until next time, I've been Harvey.
I'm to Dave.
How many headphone cables does it take to keep my sanity?
1.8.
I don't know. We'll
1.8.
find out soon. Ah! I made him laugh on that one.
You did.
And just like that was AJ. You guys so sarcastically distracted. Thanks so much for hanging out with us on a fun program. Have a good night. Peace.
Take care, all.
Bye now.